Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Si aún no me conocen, mi nombre es Kyle. Y aquí en mi canal Pensando en Inglés, les traigo inglés real y comprensible para ayudarles con su inglés. Hoy voy a hacer un video de nivel intermedio. Y en este video les voy a contar una historia. Y esta historia viene de la Biblia, pero no importa si eres religioso o religioso o no, porque hay una gran lección adentro de esta historia. Así que quédate al final para aprender esta lección tan importante de la vida. Empecemos. Okay. Hello, my friends. Hello again, my friends. My name is Kyle. Today I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to tell you guys a story that comes from the Bible. But it does not matter if you are religious or not, because there's a lesson, una lección, a lesson that is very, very important in this story, okay? So I'm going to tell you this story. Stay till the end so you can learn what this very important lesson is, because I am positive that this lesson will help you in your lives. Okay, so in the beginning, there was nothing. No light, no earth, nothing. Only God. Then God created with His Word. God created the earth, created the sky, created the mountains, created the fish in the sea, the animals on the land. And then after God created this beautiful earth, He created man. He created man in His own image. He created man to be the ruler, el dueño, the ruler of all the animals that walk the earth and swim in the oceans. So God created a man. He created a man named Adam. God created a man named Adam, and it was Adam's job to take care of God's beautiful creation. It was Adam's job to take care of this beautiful world that God created, and Adam did his job well. Adam did his job very well. He took care of the animals. He took care of the beautiful garden where he lived. Adam did his job very well, but there was one problem. There was one problem. And that problem is that Adam was lonely. Okay? Tenía soledad. Adam was very lonely because he was by himself. He had nobody to talk to. It was him and the animals. Okay? Adam was very lonely, and he needed help. So God, He saw that Adam was very lonely. God saw that Adam was very lonely and decided that He was going to create for him a partner, someone to share, compartir, someone to share this beautiful world, this beautiful life with, someone to talk to, someone to love. So, God created a friend, but more than a friend for Adam. God created a woman. God created a woman to keep Adam company so he did not get lonely. So to give him somebody to talk to open his heart to share this beautiful life with. God created this woman for Adam. And this woman's name, su nombre, her name was Eve. Adam and Eve lived in a beautiful garden, okay? A garden called the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve, they lived in this garden. They had all that they needed. They had animals to eat, food to eat, fruit, vegetables. They had everything they needed. Life was perfect. Life was happy. There was no pain. There was no sadness or tristeza. Life was good. Life was good. And God, He provided. He gave. Okay, give, God. He gave Adam and Eve all that they needed. Food, a beautiful place to live, happiness and health. God gave them all that they needed, and there was only one rule. Solamente había una regla, one rule, that you do not eat the fruit of one tree, okay? There were many trees in this beautiful garden that gave delicious fruit, okay? But there was one tree that God said, you cannot, no matter what, do not eat the fruit from this tree, okay? Now Adam was a strong man. He was smart. He loved God. He did what he was told, okay? But Eve, I don't know about Eve. One day Eve was by herself in the garden, and a snake came. A snake came, and in this story, snakes can talk, okay? The snake said to Eve, why don't you eat the fruit from this tree? Okay, and Eve said, well, God said we cannot eat the fruit from this tree, or we will die. Okay, that's what Eve said. God told them, do not eat the fruit from that tree, or they will die. The snake, he said, no, that's not true. That's not true. If you eat the fruit, from that tree, you will be just like God. Okay, you will have wisdom, knowledge. You will never die. You will be like God. And that is why God says, do not eat from that tree, because God does not want you to be powerful like him. That's what the snake told to Eve. Okay? Now it was a lie. It was a lie. And that is why, es porque, why we call somebody who we cannot trust a snake. Okay? Si no puedes confiar en alguien, decimos por lo menos en inglés, he is a snake. Okay? And that's where that comes from. We call people who we do not trust snakes, because this snake, he tricked Eve, he tricked her, and he got her to eat the forbidden fruit, the fruit that she was not supposed to eat. There was only one rule in the whole Garden of Eden, and it was do not eat that fruit. But Eve ate the fruit. She ate the fruit, and then she did something else, okay? She told him to eat the fruit, okay? And for some reason, no sé por qué, I don't know why, but a lot of times women, they can, no quiero decir engañar, but they can trick us men into doing some things sometimes that we don't want to do with their powers that they have. Women have powers, okay? They have powers. Con sus ojitos pueden hacer eso, okay? Y decimos, oh, lo que quieras. Okay, so that's what Eve did to Adam. She went up to Adam and she said, mi amor, come todo. Come eso, mi amor. Muy rico. Okay, that's what Eve told Adam. So, because Adam, he was powerless. What was he going to do? Okay, Eve was beautiful. That was his woman. She has her feminine powers. So, Adam also ate the fruit. Okay? Now, before eating his fruit, the deal, el trato hecho that God had with Adam and Eve was that everything will be perfect. There will never be pain. There will never be sadness in your life, okay? Everything will be happy, you will be healthy, and everything will be perfect as long as you do not eat that fruit, okay? But they ate the fruit, okay? Because the snake tricked them. Les engañó. So, when God found out, se dio cuenta, he found out that they ate the fruit. he told them, he said, pues ya no tenemos trato, okay? Now we do not have a deal anymore. Now there will be pain in your lives. There will be sadness, misery, okay? You will not always be healthy. God, he told Adam, your punishment to castigo, your punishment for eating the fruit is that you will have to work so hard your entire life. Vas a tener que trabajar durísimo. You're going to have to work very hard for your food, okay? And nothing is going to come easy to you like it did before you took the fruit, okay? Before Adam ate the fruit, he had food everywhere, okay? Muy fácil to get his food. But now he has to work because he broke the deal that he had with God, okay? Now what was Eve's punishment? She had a punishment too, un castigo. Eve's punishment was that now when she gives birth, when she has children, it's going to be the worst pain there is, okay? Va a ser muy, muy doloroso. It's going to be very, very painful. Very painful to have children. And that was her punishment, okay? So, for the women out there who have children and it hurt very bad, gracias a Eva. Okay, that's the punishment for eating the forbidden fruits. So, in this story, Adam and Eve, they had a deal. They had a deal with God that everything was going to be great. Everything was going to be great. They did not have to work hard. They did not have pain or sadness in their lives. And that was the deal. The deal was that they obey, that they be obedient to God's one rule. Okay? And they broke this rule. Okay? So, what is the lesson? First, I want to say what I think about these old stories, these stories from the Bible. I think that there are lessons hidden. Okay, hay lecciones escondidos por todas las páginas de la Biblia, okay? I think that there are so many hidden lessons, so much wisdom that we can learn if we just try to understand what these stories are trying to tell us, okay? So there is a hidden lesson in this story. What is the lesson? I'll tell you what the lesson is. Okay, so like I said, there are many very important lessons hidden in the Bible, and I think that I know what the lesson is from this story, okay? So I think that the lesson from this story, from the story of Adam and Eve, is that if you're a man, no matter how good your situation is, okay, you have delicious food, a beautiful place to live, you have everything that you could want, perfect, paradise, okay? The lesson from this story is that if you are a man, a woman can ruin it all. She can ruin everything that you worked for, everything that you have, all the wonderful things in your life. A woman can ruin it all.
¿En serio vas a dejarlo?
Mira, a las mujeres que están... Ah, mi cara.
Amor.
No, mira. Estoy bromeando. Mis mujeres que estén viendo este video, lo digo con cariño y en broma. Así que a mis mujeres, adiós, gracias por ver. Y para mis hombres, les hablo muy en serio, hermanos. Cuídate.
Sí,